Welcome back to my personal style series where I give you tips on how to visually embody your feminine seduction archetype. Next up, we need to talk about the coquette. So let's get into it. You are the coquette if your primary feminine archetype is the huntress, and you still need to have some of the lover archetype active within you in order to be the coquette and not just the huntress. The definition of a coquette is a woman who endeavors without sincere affection to gain the love and admiration of men or other romantic partners. This is not to be confused with the hyper feminine girly girl style aesthetic, which in my opinion aligns a lot more with a maiden archetype woman. A character like Catwoman, who is a femme fatale, she is a huntress, she's independent and she has her own goals, she's kind of a man-eater, is a lot closer to a coquette than a very hyper feminine girly girl. When developing your personal style as a coquette, I want you to ask yourself what makes you feel mysterious. Coquettes have that vibe of you're obsessed with me, but you don't know anything about me and I certainly do not need you. Summer Finn from 500 Days of Summer is, in my opinion, one of the best everyday examples of a coquette woman. Yes, you can go the girly route if you want to, but it's not just being girly for the sake of being feminine. It's being girly in a way that is a little bit inviting and charming, but still kind of cold. Something about Summer Finn that is a bit flirty and mysterious is her very low-cut bangs with her fluttery eyelashes. Coquettes can also very easily tap into the classic femme fatale aesthetic like Vesper Lynd from James Bond or any of the other Bond girls. Naomi Campbell's whole "I know you love me, but you're never going to get near me" sort of vibe is very coquettish, and a lot of her style reflects that. A more vintage example of a coquette woman is Velma Kelly from the musical/movie Chicago. Coquettes can also really get away with a more unique and unconventional style like Ramona Flowers from 500 Days of Summer, but they have to wear it in a way that is very confident and they're not going to explain it to anyone. I would highly recommend figuring out what your seasonal color palette is so the colors you wear naturally flatter you and bring out your natural beauty, and I would recommend dressing for your body type. And when it comes to dressing for your body type as a coquette, the way that I want you to highlight your best assets is to do so in a sensual and mysterious way, just enough to draw people in, but not enough where you're showing everything off all at once. Something about like the peak of a little bit of upper thigh or like a little lacy bra, something that is alluring, but you have to get closer in order to like really see what's going on, is so coquettish. For your hair and your makeup, the same rules apply. What draws people in because it's alluring and mysterious, but isn't super over the top sensual? Pixie cuts, unusual haircuts, flirty little bob bangs, fluttery eyelashes, smoky eyes. What is a little bit unusual, a little bit dangerous, and a little bit sexy?